So we're gonna look a little closer today at where our shape comes from. So if you're watching a lot of YouTube videos and trying to emulate stuff you see, it's often visually misleading what's actually going on. People tend to do too much metronomic swing where they're taking the foot over the head. That's generally just an ending action, generally not in the middle of the figure, okay? And secondly, they're trying to shape from the arms, which is even more beginning level. Don't do that. Whether you're, well, especially as a man, whenever I shape, I don't know if you can see, I just have one line from my knee up to the body. This is never gonna change, okay? For lady, I am gonna have a little more of responsiveness and softness in the arms, so that, but it's still coming from the knees, and then I'm gonna finish out the spiral. Let me show that in slow-mo, ladies, okay? So I'm hunkered down. I have my inside edges of my feet, so not flats. That's gonna be really hard for your partner to feel you, whether you're man or lady, so always try to go for edges, okay? I'm gonna go up underneath the partner with the edges. And then when he stops rotating, hopefully he'll stop early, I can finish it out because I have a lot lower base than he does. Leads do not finish the shape. If anything, leads have a tendency to overlead that. And you're big and strong up top. So you're the centripetal force. You're like the gravity. So you gotta just counterbalance her and stop, and she'll flower it out. If you flower with her, it's gonna be really choppy and off balance, and I'll feel like I'm in your armpit, okay? And I wanna look at that same thing. Actually, let me show you that with a partner so you can see how that's gonna work, okay? So both of us will show bad first. We're gonna just show with a flat and a flat first. Most people, when you're at this stage of the game, are probably not doing two flats, but I guarantee you're probably doing one flat. And I am gonna go through the flat, one shake of a lamb's tail, but edge, two edges, two edges, two edges, two edges. He'll stop and she can keep them going if she wants, okay? If anything leads, because you're gonna be even stronger up here than I am, don't even give any arm at all. If anything, pull back because the leads do have a tendency to help me. And I guarantee I will shape myself much prettier doing it myself. You should have given her all of your lead on step one of each step in waltz or step one of each step in foxtrot in most figures. If you try to micromanage 2 and 3, it's gonna be ugly, okay? So the next thing I want to talk about is our progressive steps going down the floor, how that's gonna work. So I see a lot of the way we're built, you're gonna wanna drop to a flat. It's just, this is how we're built. We're gonna always try to keep no flat on the floor. Obviously, functionally, you're gonna go through a flat when you pass the feet. So instead of thinking just barely lifting, and ladies, this is especially important for you because you've got those darn high heels on, okay? I have, instead of letting an insect walk under my ball and my heel, pretend you have your pet cat under your feet, okay? I've got a cat skull back here. Ooh, I don't wanna kill it. I got a cat skull up here. I don't want to kill it. Okay, so protect your cat's head. This is not going to cut it. That's going to drop to a flat too soon and end up pulling forward. So here. I don't care what the distance for now. We'll roll through a flat. Just whoop. And notice when I pull, I'm not going here. That's going to put you back on top. It's going to be here. Switch. Back to my animal skulls, and I just switched animal feet, okay? Okay, another thing I want to add for the shape. You guys have seen Michael Jackson, right? When he does his, ow, okay, it's not ow on flat feet. It's not ow on 2 balls, which is what you're going to want to do naturally. It's going to be tippy toes. This will be easier to do with your partner, but if you do it alone in your kitchen, you get foot strength and better balance and just be lighter. Or a better lead for them, okay? And then the next thing I'm gonna add, it's a little different poise for man and lady, but if I want her to shape off of me leads, I need to present my sternum up And this is I'm always focused on how do I give her a concave surface just down here instead of a never-ending slope. So maybe this is very confusing for me. What I try to do is samba roll, this makes no sense. So here, okay? And I'll show that with a partner so you can see kind of how that's gonna affect her. And it'll be even more obvious with you because I don't have a big muscly top. So I wanna present my cave to her instead of my flat or this, or God forbid this, okay? So concave, she'll go up underneath of me, okay? The last thing I wanna add, guys, is a knee connection at all times. So even if I'm doing a side step, my knees are always sucking to each other. So I like to think of it like a monkey crawling up a tree. I can crawl up my tree with my thighs, they're sturdy, or I can do it with my kneecaps, and then we have a problem. So regardless of what I'm doing, I'm always thinking about whether it's man or lady, doesn't matter, and I'll show you from a couple different angles here. I'm snuggling gently in. I'm still snuggling in. I'll show from a different angle in a second. I'm still snuggling in with the knees. I don't want to give her like a bear trap, but definitely an inward connection, okay? And let's show from this way so you can see that again. So what I don't want to do is, no knee connection. I don't even want to do one knee connection, okay? I want to do 2 knees in, and then whenever we shift, you're going to be really tempted to do a metronomic swing. Don't do it. Just scoop the knees under the body. Do you see it? Knees only, and I'm giving a dual snuggle here, not a one snuggle, a dual snuggle, okay? So those are some little helpful hints that apply to both man and lady. Ladies, we are gonna finally extend the shape because we're lower, we have more balance to do that. After I finish closing the feet, I collect and I orient to him and I settle down before the what of the next one beat. So hopefully that's been helpful. If you try that stuff alone, I know it's not the most exciting, but it'll make you a lot more balanced and strong in the feet and ankles when you do that with a partner. So thanks.